Our verse today is Matthew chapter 7, verse 6. Do not give dogs what is holy, and do not throw your pearls before pigs, lest they trample them underfoot and turn to attack you. Our verse is extraordinary in the context. It stands on its own and quite challenging to find a connection between what is before and after. However, the meaning will become evident if we see it as a counsel flowing from what Jesus has been teaching. These words of Jesus may seem derogatory and sound not animal friendly. Let us remember that the context was very different. Dogs in the context do not refer to household pets. In the Bible, dogs were generally considered wild and associated with what is unclean and despised. You can read 1 Kings chapter 14, verse 11, chapter 21, verse 19, where the two instances where dogs will feed on human beings' flesh or lick their blood. On the other hand, pigs were seen as unclean, wild, and vicious animals capable of a brutal attack against human beings. Therefore, dogs and pigs were considered vicious, unclean, and abominable animals. In many instances, the term dog was a popular insult if you read Psalm 22, verse 17. And pig was a metaphor for Gentiles. However, in this context, Jesus is not speaking about the Gentiles because he's not talking to them, but those who would neglect the message of the kingdom which he has been preaching in the Sermon on the Mount. When Jesus says, do not give dogs what is holy, what does it mean? The holy, hagion in Greek, refers to something sacred that strongly connects with temple services, where holy things must be kept away from unclean things. You can read Exodus 22, verse 31, Leviticus 22, verse 14, and Jeremiah 11, verse 15. Pigs will trample on pearls because they do not know the value, while dogs may get so disgusted with what is sacred and even attack the person who gives it to them because it is not what they want. But in this context, we know that Jesus uses these metaphors to refer to human beings who treat the gospel message without respect. The message of the kingdom, the gospel message, is sacred. Some have rejected the message of Jesus and treated it with disdain, and others have discarded that message. These are the people that Jesus is referring to. They prefer what is unclean to the message of the kingdom, to what Jesus brings to us. Just as pigs do not know the value of pearls, these people do not value the Christian message and the way of God, and they trample it underfoot. Therefore, please do not give them the precious pearls of the kingdom, lest they trample them underfoot. That is what Jesus is saying. And Jesus invites us to partake of his life and his message, to eat of his body and drink of his blood. He expects us to do it with a sense of respect and dignity. How often do we trivialize the things of God and treat the things of God without due respect and reverence? Lord, help us to give due reverence, honor, and love to holy things. Amen. God bless you, and I wish you a pleasant day.